What is up guys, Celtus here. The chapter 3 final boss, Fierce Tiger Sovereign Zhang Xianzhong is an absolute beast in Wuchang Fallen Feathers. And in this video, I'm diving deep into his moves to show you how to beat him easily. First up, gear up with the armor that's resistant to physical and paralysis damage. Go for a set with a solid balance between the two of them. The build we are rocking for this fight is an insanely broken fire-based longsword build. Stack those benedictions and pendants to boost your fire damage. Trust me, this boss is super weak to burn, and also corruption build is pretty good for this fight, so lean into those for maximum damage. This boss is one of the few with a legit phase 2 and a whole new health bar, making it a real challenge. That's why we are here with a guide to make it a breeze for you. If you're cool with summoning in phase 2, you can summon 2 of them to help you with the fight. They'll pull the boss's attention, letting you sneak behind for some juicy hits. Let's break down the phase 1 moveset and let's deep dive so that you will never die again. The one move which the Fierce Dragon spams the most is his charged running attack, followed by a bunch of different movesets. How do you deal with this? You can either dodge into it. I usually dodge diagonally left, then sprint towards the tiger for a counter, or use alacrity spells. I highly recommend this for this fight. It is absolutely incredible. Be aggressive throughout the fight and keep the burn damage high. Also note, this specific skill is magic based, so leveling up your magic in the skill tree is totally worth it to squeeze out the maximum damage. One of the follow-ups after the charged attack is the 3 ground slam and the scream attack. For this, you can get 2 longsword hits between each of his slams and get away from him when he is about to scream. And after that, he follows it up with his tantrums by doing 2 jumps and an insanely fast bite attack. If you're close to him, you can dodge the tantrum jumps easily by going around him. But if you're away from him, his 3rd bite attack is likely to hit you. So be careful about that and time it well to dodge it. You can optionally use the alacrity spells when he does the bite attack. Another one of his follow-ups, or even as a regular attack, is the bite attack followed up with tailspin and lightning flip projectile. One important thing about this attack is that the tailspin is brutally fast and you have to dodge the tailspin to the right side if you are super close to him. This is important. And for the lightning flip, I suggest dodging forward. Man, this attack is the worst move in phase 1. The lightning roar. In my run, I always try to dodge away and get some distance to avoid this, but I learned that there is a much better way to handle this. That is by dodging once to the scream and staying super close to the boss to avoid the lightning AoE around the boss. And you can stay aggressive and get a lot of hits. If you are an aggressive player, I recommend doing this, or if you choose to not take the risk, you can time the dodge to perfectly get away from this attack. The Feral Bite is one of his most devastating attack as it takes a huge chunk of your health when it hits you. I have a really good strat for this move though. It's a slowly charged attack. Time it and dodge it to the right diagonally, and you don't need to dodge anymore. You can spam your light attacks, do weapon arts, or swift draw to deal some insane damage and not worry about dodging anymore until he finishes his combo. But if you were in a different wrong position when he does this attack, you have to know that the first bite has a follow-up with a second one. I would suggest getting behind him for this attack on either side to stay safe from the combo. He has a move where he spawns a homing orb which follows you until it explodes, maybe like after 7 seconds. And he can follow that up with the running charged attack and a lightning beam from his mouth. You can dodge away the charged running attack, get away from the orb explosion, and dodge the beam easily. He has a good tell on exactly when the beam laser comes out. If you are close to the tiger, you can safely hit him while he beams out the laser. There's one combo where he launches the lightning projectiles multiple times. One thing to note is that you have to be extremely close before dodging those projectiles. Their hitbox is quite big. If you're enjoying this guide so far, drop that like and subscribe. In phase 2, when he flies into the air, he launches two insanely stupid, yes, insanely stupid AoV attacks and follows it up with a ground slam and a lightning strike AoV around him. You could increase your FOV, that is the field of view, in the camera settings before this fight to view the arena better and dodge the AoV. Dodge the first two projectiles and the boss jumps on you after doing 4 jumps in the air. And the fifth is the ground slam, so time it right and avoid the hit. Remember the phase 1 homing lightning balls? In phase 2, he launches three of them, which chases you down while Tiger gets ready to beam its lightning laser. You can use projectile spells safely when the boss launches the balls, or just run around if you don't have might and dodge the beam. The lightning slam is super brutal and it launches lightning balls across the arena. If you are in close range, you can just perfect dodge it to get closer to the boss. One of the most absurd attacks in phase 2, where the lake turns into a shock fest, but fortunately it doesn't do insane damage. When he raises his weapon up, that is when you know he's gonna do that attack. And so start running to the left side and dodge to avoid this attack. I've heard axe build with leech temperance is pretty good for this fight. What do you guys think? What build are you using for this boss? Let me know in the comment section. And if I have missed anything, feel free to point it out in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe guys. It really helps my channel to grow and we are currently trying to monetize this channel. So all support is appreciated. Until next time.